let's just cross our fingers that this is not blurry, glitchy, or delayed. Let's see, because we never know. So I gotta wait for you guys to get in the chat so you can confirm. For those of you who are just finding me, I have terrible Wi-Fi where I'm at. So I gotta ask my audience, is this horrible? All right, so Gabby or Gabe, is this good, clear picture or is it awful? Inquiring minds want to know before we start getting into the hormones, people. Let's talk. All right, we already get some liking in the live stream, but I got to know, guys, am I clear? Oh, I'm clear. Fabulous. All right, you guys, let's talk about, hey, from Canada. Thank you, Chase. You good? Okay. So I get this question a lot, or this statement, when are you going to do a live stream about menopausal women, but I don't want to exclude men. So I want to talk about both. And I mean, these aren't sexy subjects, but if you take care of your hormones, you'll be very sexy. Okay. So you guys, most of you who follow me, cortisol and people saying you need carbs to control no. Is it Gabe or Gabby? That's ridiculous. Okay. Here we go. The problem is with, no, we're not doing that. We're not answering phone calls in the middle of a live. They were so good, right, Solo? Okay, so here's the deal. A lot of you guys already have issues with 3 estrogens, progesterone, and testosterone. With estrone and estradiol, with commonly with women. Now the problem is that many of you are not pooping as much as you should, or you have a lot of trapped estrogen in the liver, which then easily recirculates back in the bloodstream with signaling messages for you to store fat, because that's what makes women have boobies and booty is the estrogen. But when you have too much circulating, either xenoestrogens, which are from the outside coming in, xenoestrogens, and trapped estrogens. You have a tour of my trailer. It's not exactly as clean as I want it to be. Not like it'd have to be like perfect. And I've been wanting to take off these stripes, but I'm digressing, and paint it, but I'm running out of time to even do that. But I'm gonna do it because I gotta live in it till I build my house. Okay. The estrogen. That's the huge problem with most people. That doesn't matter if you're like doing carnivore or doing keto. Like, all these people think they're doing carnivore to lose weight, or they think they're fasting to lose weight, or they're doing keto to lose weight, and they're not factoring in their hormones. So estrogen is a really big, huge issue. Now with men, you're having issues with low testosterone, total testosterone, also with dihydrotestosterone, which is DHT, which tends to spike when your estrogen is too high. Basically, plastic, non-organic foods. I mean, people are like, is it okay to not eat organic? I'm like, I mean, if you're a dude and you don't want to grow boobs, because the problem with the non-organic, the glyphosate, is that it's estrogenic. Yeah. And it sends a signal, docks on your estrogen receptor sites, and sends a signal to respond as though it's actual estrogen that the body's making. And so that signaling would be, to make you a woman, which then drives up dihydrotestosterone. A lot of men these days are balding. They haven't had this level and the amount of balding that we're having today because of men being exposed to so many xenoestrogens. Now you're also exposed to them in city water, plastic bottles, makeup for women, chemicals, cleaning material, and non-organic foods. Oh, also the milk that you drink. I mean, we are bathed in these xenoestrogens. Does eating high fat lower cortisol? Okay, so I'm going to get to your questions in a sec, or else the people on the replay are going to just scream at me like they often do. Okay, so you guys know I'm 54, going on 55. And a big part of the reason that I look younger than 54 is the fact that I work really hard on my hormones. Now, people are like, oh, black don't crack, but it sags and it has estrogen dominance. I mean, you can't get away from it. It's way beyond a fine wrinkle. It has a lot to do with your hormones. Why I still have abs at this age, 100% natural. And a lot of you guys got to understand, how do you balance your hormones? So you've got different hormones. Of course, you've got digestive hormones, you've got stress hormones like cortisol, and you've got your actual reproductive hormones. Now, a lot of you guys are out of whack. Like, people wouldn't think that their liver has estrogen trapped in it, which is recirculating in the bloodstream. Or people wouldn't think about that non-organic, cruciferous vegetable that they might be consuming, or that plastic bottle. But to a man getting all this estrogen in, it is awful. I mean, talk about destroy men. Men stop being men. Literally, you have the affectation of being a woman. It's bizarre. Yeah. Without being on a swim team. So somebody asked about hair coming back. I'm not talking about alopecia, although people don't know that male pattern balding is alopecia. It is, I forgot the type of alopecia it's called where you actually lose your hair. It's called, it's on the tip of my tongue. Anywho, for men, now women have different types of balding for different reasons. Often they have thyroid issues. Some have iron issues. Some people have plaque psoriasis, which can also make you lose your hair. Oh, areata. That's what's called, alopecia areata. That's the one where people lose like real big, huge patches of hair beyond the thyroid. But it's an autoimmune reaction to the absolute toxic environment in which we live. And if I get back to the hormones, when you stress, when your blood sugar is high, and when you don't sleep, all of these affect hormones that are going to dictate your reproductive homeostasis. A lot of people will go through a thing, which I've mentioned before, called pregnenolone steal, which is cortisol levels being so high that the body starts robbing from the reproductive tree. So up here at the top, you have pregnenolone, and then DHEA, and then back down here, you have the three estrogens, testosterone, and the progesterone at the bottom of the Christmas tree, right? And so once the stress goes from here through cortisol, it'll affect DHEA, which then affects your production of the balance of your hormones. And so that means that you can like drop testosterone. Women will drop testosterone, they'll drop progesterone, and then their estrogen will spike, their estrone will spike, and they start gaining weight. It's really interesting hormones. And when it comes to you being estrogen dominant, what happens when women's progesterone drops, especially with women who are in the age that I'm in, like in their 40s and 50s, they start going through menopause and severe like depression. Women with menopause will go through depression, they'll go through hot flashes, they'll go through vaginal dryness, they'll go through low sex drive because the testosterone's so low, and then they'll go through muscle wasting. It's not a good look. Hold on one second. So you don't want muscle wasting to happen because, hold on, guys. Um, so a lot of women will lose, like, their testosterone levels will drop. You guys can go through, when people who are like constantly like talk about menopause, you guys can go through menopause without having to lose muscle or skin elasticity, your sex drive. All of it can be right there. I was looking at somebody else's response. Emmanuel is entering Barkley. I'll get there. I promise you guys I'll get to your questions. Don't forget to like up the stream. And so you have to, people don't understand. I am Lennox, who writes, what is everything you know about carnivore diet? Non-ketogenic or ketogenic, causing crepey skin, lacking collagen, and dry skin. Yes. So people who follow me for many years, I'm going to just be repetitive. It's through a process called gluconeogenesis. This is exactly what I was talking about with pregnenolone, still through cortisol, which is a hormone. And your body will go into the fight or flight system when you don't have enough ketone production or viability and have your blood glucose moderate to low. If your blood sugar, let me get this camera going properly. If your blood sugar is too high, then why would your body use ketones? It's going to continue to want sugar. And you can make sugar out of the amino acids in skin, collagen, muscle, bones, tendons, everywhere. It's a mess. You ever see people like, you see pictures of them when they're younger and their neck is normal, and then all of a sudden they get older and it's like that. It's legit like this. That's their neck. That's through gluconeogenesis, where the body is robbing so much from the amino acids from those neck muscles that in the skin and the collagen, everything just drops like a freaking bullfrog. And so, to answer, am I Lennox? The reason when people do carnivore and they don't eat enough fat and their proteins are high, you're still training the primal body that protein is the main source of fuel, which excess protein always gets reconverted back into glucose. So you're not in ketosis. The body's like still carb dependent. You might as well just freaking still eat carbs if you're eating that much protein. And then when you're eating that much protein, if you're like skipping meals or fasting on top of that, or even just being carnivore without enough fat, the body's like, okay, well, I'm going to burn more protein to then keep the energy going, because when you stop eating carbs, your gas tank becomes depleted. That's your glycogen. It's low. And so the body will always have blood sugar through gluconeogenesis, but it is not octane. It's not high octane fuel, just blood glucose without glycogen. And so your body will continue to break down the amino acids, which are proteins, and continue to break it down and continue to break it down and continue to break it down until you start to see a laxicity in the skin, because, I'm 54 going on 55. And the reason why you still see remote tightness in that skin is because I would not allow myself to skip meals and intermittent fast and do carnivore and do diets like that without balancing, without being in homeostasis, essentially. Either being ketosis while being in carnivore by eating high fat, or the ketogenic diet, or go back to carbs but do low carb high fat, and then you have to eat carbs all day long, because if you're hungry and your energy drops while eating carbs, you are eating muscle and skin, collagen. So they say that once you get older, which is true, you pinch the skin and it doesn't smack back as fast. It'll kind of stick and slowly go down. Now that has happened to me, but it's still pretty good, I think. You have to do it on the hand. There it is. You see it on the hand. Wait. You see how it goes down slower? That's how you can see my age. People are like, you're not in your 50s, almost 55. And I'm like, I am aging. You can see that in my hands. See that? Like, some things you can't avoid it. You just can't. So, at least I don't have like the liver spots and all that kind of stuff, which is advantageous to have brown skin because I ain't gonna have no liver spots. Like, it's not gonna happen. But I digress. So with pregnenolone steal, that's through cortisol process where your body has to release cortisol. And cortisol is designed for a couple of things. One of the things that cortisol is designed to do is break down amino acids. That's proteins in your skin to raise your blood sugar under crisis. So you've got energy to get out of a dangerous situation or to exercise or whatever. But if you're constantly in a state of fight or flight, that's when you start getting crepey skin. And not being ketotic while being on a carnivore diet will put your body in a state of constant stress. My phone is so hot. I don't know why. I got a new phone and it's the other one got too hot. Now this one's getting too hot, but that one did get too hot for like a couple years. Now this one's like instantly getting hot. It's pissing me off. Okay, I'm going to answer some of these questions here. Truth. No, I totally agree with eating fat. I feel amazing dropping weight as hell. I guess I'm just trying to figure out how people knew fat was good. Barkley, it goes back to our hunter-gatherer days, and even animals. If you watch them who are predators, carnivores, they eat the inside out because that's where all the vitamins, minerals, and nutrients are in. Like, you've got enzymes, digestive enzyme, diamine oxidase, you have vitamin D, E, A, and K, you have vitamin C, you have selenium, you have zinc, copper, like, so many great things are in the organ meats. Whereas in the muscle meat, you get some iron, right? You get some BCAAs, you get some protein, but you don't get all the other stuff. And that's why, and like in heart, or even in a thymus, or even a liver, you're still going to get protein, right? As well as the fat-soluble vitamins. You're going to get both. And whereas really lean muscle, you're not going to get those fat soluble vitamins, and and those are like the mothership of vitamins. They're not water soluble vitamins like vitamin C and B's. It literally is not B12 though, but it's literally the fat soluble vitamins are like quintessential to life's force and anti-aging and all this kind of stuff. Let me see here. Let me go back to some of the questions. Barkley is causing for the replay people, he's causing conversation here. We got questions going way back. Let's see here. Please talk about cortisol and people saying that you need carbs. So obviously you don't need carbs. The reason why they say that is because if you're not in ketosis, your body will break down the amino acids, which are proteins, for energy, and they're a bad source of energy. Remember, your body can always use fat as fuel and carbohydrates as fuel, but protein is the worst kind of fuel. So that's why people say eat carbs, because they don't know what they're talking about. They haven't done this as long as I have. They haven't figured stuff out. I've worked with over 5,000 people over the years, and you learn a lot with people. By the way, my calendar is open, so if you guys want to book a consultation, go to stephanieperson.com. And as you see, I really go deep with every subject, like everything. Hormones, gut issues, inflammation, autoimmunity, weight loss, sleep issues, fertility, anti-aging, women who are in my age going through menopause. I have so many women like, what do I do? I'm like muscle wasting and I have no sex drive, and my vagina shrink like that, and like all kind of weird stuff happens when you get older. Let's see here. Cortisol is a stress hormone. We need cortisol. We need it to wake us up and raise our blood sugar, but we don't want to be bathing in cortisol. I ate some pork rinds and I read that. Oh, the trailer tour. I'll take a trailer later. I think I have a video where I've kind of done it, but it's cute, but I can't stand RV decorum. So this will come off and I'm going to paint the walls white because it'll open up the space. Is it reasonable to try and eat as much fat as possible when adapting, even if it's above 200 grams? Was it Kaja? 200 grams of fat's not a lot. People think that's a lot. It's not. When you hit 3, you're getting up there. 200 grams is like, to be honest, carb people should eat 200, or at least like 180. So It's, you don't, your body knows when to stop. And if it stops earlier than 200, check out that gallbladder or the lack of having lipase, because it's probably a digestive enzyme, stomach acid, or gallbladder issue if you can't hit 200. Turn this little batch around. Okay. Does eating high fat lower cortisol? No. So eating fat lowers, if you are, it's like, get your stress down, go to bed. There's like 20 things. It's eating enough fat, not eating too much protein, don't eat too many carbohydrates, a keto adapt. Then your body will drop and normalize the cortisol to homeostatic levels where it'd be normal. You need some cortisol to wake you up. You need some cortisol for certain reasons, but you don't want to just constantly having an adrenal response of cortisol. I think I'm in my blood sugar. Okay, I feel stressed during the day, and I test my blood sugar. It's 88. Then I ate a high fat with some protein, and my blood sugar shot. Oh, it's 77. So some people will have a spike in blood sugar when they eat fat, or a drop in blood sugar, and it can be for different reasons. It could be hypoglycemia, or it could be that you're keto adapting. I wouldn't know until you did a consultation with me, and I've done so many I can clock it in 2 seconds if I can actually talk to you. Thank you for talking about high hormone levels in non-organic foods. People think it doesn't matter. Oh my God, Emmanuel, it matters beyond measure. The non-organic foods with all of that, the pesticides and herbicides are designed to feminize the male insects so they can't reproduce. And that's exactly what's happening to men. And then you've things got like soy products, all the vegans, I feel sorry for them. That's why they call them soy boys. But then there's also the plastics. Alcohol can do it. Too much sugar, high blood sugar, diabetes, insulin resistance, which a lot of you guys are without not realizing it. Will the carnivore diet bring back Dr. Greger hair? I don't know. Dr. Greger's hair? Greger? I don't know. I don't even know who that is. Truth. Why? Okay, truth. Truth. Then why is high fat recommended if animals aren't naturally fat? Okay, Barky, is that your name? That doesn't make any sense. Fat doesn't make you fat. Jacked up hormones make you fat. Fat has vitamins and nutrients in it. So that's why we eat the fat. Animals don't get fat because they don't eat carbs. They don't eat pizza and freaking crackers and cookies and ice cream. They don't eat like that. They don't. They're smart. I know. Got my fur babies right outside my window. I don't know if you guys can see them, because they know when to stop. They eat grass. But if you give them human food, or not human food, if you give them like oats, which a horse wouldn't have oats all day long, they won't stop eating it, because that's not natural in nature for a horse to just sit and eat buckets of oats. It totally makes them fat. Horses get diabetes because people won't stop feeding the horse carrots and oats and apples. Especially genetically Frankenstein fruits. If you have ferritin of 274 and a hemochromatosis, yikes. Ooh, you got hemochromatosis, which is somewhat high. Is it okay to still eat red meat to not raise ferritin? That's a tough one. You know, Frank Tufano did carnivore. He developed hemochromatosis, which is their iron is too high. And if your iron's too high, I mean, you can potentially die from it. It's really bad. I don't know what he did. I believe that this isn't an autoimmune disorder due to not necessarily genetics, but epigenetics and how they damage their body. But doctors will say they don't know. Do you know what I'm saying? They don't know. I do think that eating very red meat would be a little bit problematic unless you do some bloodletting. So I would be very careful. I would find red meat that is lower in iron. Like, I think pork is lower in iron than, or lamb, no pork, than beef, for example. Okay. Also had hormone levels tested and they need to be raised. You mean sex hormones? Wait. Oh, they claim it's a normal level, but it's low to me. Chase, you're a dude, right? Yeah. So guys get really, this one guy was bragging. He's like, I'm 600 total testosterone. I'm like, that's not high, bro. He's like, yeah, it's. I was like, no, no, no. That's about average for a modern human. He's like, no, for my age. I'm like, you're 30, bro. Why is your testosterone 600? So we have damaged our bodies. So what people consider normal and what would be really normal if we were hunter-gatherers is completely different. Hi, Steph. So happy for the land. You're awesome. Oh my God, you guys, I cannot wait. I keep forgetting. After this, I'm gonna do the land that I put an offer in on. That I got. I want to announce it, right? I want to announce the land. Oh my God, you guys. I'm so tired of being homeless. I've been homeless for a year and I have 3 animals. It has been beyond. It's been stressful. Because I'm a perfectionist, right? I want them to have the best life. I want me to be the most healthy. I want to learn and educate you guys. And it's taken away a lot from all of the researching that I normally do. Because I kill it in the keto carnivore sphere. But it's hard when you're pulled in 20 directions. I digress. Don't forget to like up the stream. There's only 16 likes. You guys are forgetting to like up the stream. And that brings people to this chat. There's a lot of people here, so don't forget to like up the stream. Okay, truth. I totally agree with eating fat. I feel amazing. Dropping weight is as hell. Oh, well, I guess I'm just trying to figure out. Okay. Oh, and dandruff on keto. Why would that happen? Okay, so dandruff on keto probably is because you're having a candida die-off. So dandruff tends to be a fungal growth that's coming out in the scalp. So check your tongue. See this tongue? This is a healthy tongue. So candida is going to be back there and come towards the middle of your tongue. And it's going to be thick and cheese-like. It's going to be really gross. So if you have that and you've got like, if you're a woman, if you've got, thick, cheesy discharge, but if you don't, you just have dandruff, it doesn't sound like plaque psoriasis. It could be plaque psoriasis, which is like histamine reactive. It's most likely from a candida die-off if it started when you did keto. Truth and Barky are just going off on each other. Dandruff and keto, like skin rashes or hot flashes, is a cleaning mechanism. No, dandruff is, no, that's not cleaning. That's agitation. Hot flashes are typically a hormonal imbalance or an adrenal response or gut issue. Or actually, you can have hot flashes from just having a histamine reaction. People didn't know that. Or it can be from not having the right minerals in your diet. Stephanie, is decaf coffee okay? Nah. Harry, just get rid of it. I mean, if you guys really want to be healthy, the closer you get to Mother Nature, the better. And it has benzyl chloride in it. They use harsh chemicals unless you're getting the water pressed, organic coffee, decaf, and even that still has so much caffeine in it because they use water instead of benzyl chloride. Benzyl chloride's cancer causing. I would just bypass the whole thing and just toss it. It's time. It's time, Harry. Trish says, I was having trouble with sleep. The first video I watched of Steph fixed my problem. Aww. Yeah, I used to talk a lot about how sleep is in like 5 different levels. And the first 1 to 3, 2 to 3-ish is you wake up all the time because you're not really in a deep sleep, which is the 4th level, and 5th is REM, which is you're dreaming. And that I used to ask in my consultations all the time, well, do you remember your dreams? But there's so much to talk about. I just stopped asking that question and talking about it for a long time. I ask how people's sleep is, but I would specifically say, are you dreaming? And people say, no, I'm dreaming, I just don't remember. And I'm like, no. Then your dreams are very short. Oh, I'm dreaming all the time. But they're short. Some people who wake up tired, they're not having long dreams, which means that you're not in a long enough deep sleep. And that's where the body goes into anabolism and builds up instead of catabolism. It becomes anabolic. Okay, cool, because I have been craving more than 200. Oh, yeah, I mean, I don't even know why people would stop. Eat as much, go over 200. It's very easy to go over 200. It's even with total fat. Like, I don't really count total fat. I count total fat that you put on your plate. So if you put 12 tablespoons on, you got yourself about 167 grams of fat. You haven't even hit 200. But people like to count what's in the pan when they cook, and it gets oxidized and it sticks to the pan. They like to include like avocado. I'm like, I'd rather just include like meat fat and the fat that you are eating added to your plate. Can you lose weight eating 200 grams of fat? Of course, of course. You have to literally become insulin sensitive. You have to be ketotic, and you have to exercise. 200 grams. You don't get fat on fat. I don't know who said this. Marianne, fat doesn't make you fat. It's your hormones. That's why I don't get fat. That's why I, at 54, almost going 55, don't get fat. You see? My thing's breaking. I've been pushing it up and down for days. So I gotta fix this thing here. Okay. Let's see. Amen. They didn't eat junk. They don't eat junk, I guess, hunter-gatherers. Hey, Steph, 5-mile hike today. Congratulations on your land. Thank you. You guys, this land is not like Texas. If I show you Texas, take a look. So we're going through a drought, right? Look how dry that is. The trees are trying to bloom, but there's no grass. It should be grass right now, and it should be green. But it hasn't really rained in a couple months now, like hardcore rain. Okay, I'm back. How are your horses? They're so happy. They're so happy. I got Thunder. I don't know what's wrong with me. I'm freaking obsessed with that horse. Go to my Instagram and check him out. Like, what this horse is like, genius, intelligent. Like, how? And the little ones, they're young. They're all under 2 years old. The little one's not even a year yet. The mini horse and the donkey, she'll be 2 years, and I think she's on, how many months is she? I think she's only like 18 months now. They're young. My big horse is like, can you get me a grown-up, kind of like this, a little bit older? But they're very happy. Thank you. Congrats. Thank you. Claim it. What's the normal test in estrogen for 53 postmenopause? You would just have to ask. Okay, if you're postmenopause, you go, oh my god, I have hot flashes, and my vagina's dry and shrunken, and I'm depressed, and then you just say, I want a full reproductive hormonal panel that includes all 3 estrogens, progesterone, and testosterone. And then they're like, oh, let's put you on HRTs, and just go, fun, Coolio. Yay, I'm happy for you. I know. I want to announce it like properly. By the way, you guys, want to have you check out Let's Get Checked. I'm signing all the paperwork right now to work with them. You guys know that for years I haven't made much money, and I've never really cared. I'm like, I just need money to survive. Well, now I bought land. All the animals are rescued, and yeah. So I'm going to start promoting, but I'm only going to promote companies that, y'all know me. I'm only going to promote things I actually believe in. For example, this woman who said, what tests should I take? They have a full reproductive hormonal panel on Let's Get Checked. Look, I'm still bad promoter. Like, I just got sponsored by the company, and I'm forgetting. I even forgot the darn it, I forgot the affiliate link. I'll post it in the show notes below. I got to do the old videos, but I just came back from Tennessee, and on the phone with the banks and the agents and all this kind of stuff. What about scalloped tongue? Go for it. I think it has a lot of omega-3s in it, which is great for the brain. No coffee ever and no substitutes. Yep, hope to the max. I agree. Ghee versus tallow. Ghee. For testosterone, we don't want to trigger histamine. Ghee. Always ghee. The stuff that's in butter is unparalleled. It's amazing. It's fabulous. Ran out of lard, so I had 4 tablespoons of butter with a chicken thigh. Now my heart is racing. Yeah, that's histamine, hun. Yeah. Some people react to the protein. Have you tried ghee? Some people, there's tiny little amounts of protein still left in the butter that people react to. Not everybody, a few people. And they still react to butter, or they react to ghee even. I'm so lucky. Oh, I'm so lucky that I'm good with butter. Okay, so is it right about the coffee for me completely stopped my bloating? So much better. Yes. Hi, Steph. Is fasting good to heal insulin resistance? Nah, no. It's just a trend. Keto omnivore is the best way to heal your insulin resistance without really trying to push that line of physiological insulin resistance rebound effect, which your blood sugar starts climbing because you're not in ketosis. Carnivore, it's good for histamine. It has nothing to do. Come on, phone. Work with me here. Sorry, guys. Um, Carnivore has nothing to do with insulin resistance. I mean, or sorry, fasting. My bad. I got it wrong. Do not fast. Your rebound. You will have a rebound effect. Thunder's at my front door, and I crack up every time you talk about those nuts. Doing OMAD and eating 2 pounds of meat in the evening. That was me. Yep. Now eating 4 times a day. Eating small meals throughout the day is. I had every client heal from that. Every client. Hi, Steph. If I'm getting fat while eating fat, it's not the fat, it's your hormones. Your insulin's too high. So everything stores, the blood sugar and the fat. But if you can regulate your insulin by getting your stress down, you won't store that as fat. And you can ever do everything to balance over. How much are my consultations? I don't like to talk about that online. I'm cheaper than everybody there. I've had a million people say, Stephanie, you need to up your prices, and I haven't done it yet. So if you guys really need help, go to stephanieperson.com, and then I do a video call with you. I prefer. Really, dude? He wants a carrot. He knocks on my door. Legit. You guys want to see? Let's go see. Let's go see Thunder. Let me see if I can get any more questions. Thunder! Okay, I try ghee, but I do really well on lard. It's probably because you're having a histamine response. Does butter protein cause acne? If you have a histamine response, it can. But, I mean, obviously, most people it doesn't. What brand of ghee do you recommend? Oh my God, there's so many different kinds, and they're all in different cities. You got to figure it out. They taste mostly like, so you got to find one that you like. Examples of healthy fat foods. Examples of healthy fat foods other than avocado. All animals. They're pastured. All animals. Fowl, bird is a little high in omega-6, but yeah, ruminants. How about fasting for cancer? No. No, you're going to weaken your immune system, make cancer go crazy. Use keto, ketones, suppress cancer. That's how I started this. This is with my mom, who survived a glioblastoma, guys. Meant the scalp marks on the tongue. I have these. Oh, tongue, what is that caused by? I don't know. Maybe probably a deficiency in something. Carrot time. Yes. Give my baby a carrot. Okay, let's give him a carrot. How often can I strength train when adapting? You can strength train 4 or 5 times a week, but you have to take down the load and the intensity, because if you don't want cortisol to kick in, it'll block your keto adaptation. Uh-oh, there's Lulu crying. Let's go say hello to the animals, and then I'm gonna go. Turn it. Ah, stupid phone thing is working too good. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Let's say hello to the animals. Look at this turd. Look at this. Look at this. Hi, baby. Hi. I said, yeah. Yeah. Bubba. I said, yeah. Yeah. Thunder. Say, yeah. Thunder. Yeah. 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 You better say yeah, fool. Come on now. Don't embarrass me. Hold on, guys. Let me get him a carrot. Let me give my boo-boo a carrot. Hold on one sec. Hold on. Let me get a carrot for my boo-boo. Okay. What's up, boo-boo? Hold on. Wait a minute. Okay. Bubba? Can you say yeah? 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 Come on. Come on, boo-boo. Yeah! 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 Oh, good boy. Say yeah. Yeah. Come on. Thunder. Yeah. 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 Okay, hold on. Let me put on my little Crocs shoes. I'll give you carrot. Hold on. Go back. Back, back, back. Go back. Go back. No. Go back. Big boy. You should see how short I am next to him. Look at this. What's up, Boo Boo? Come on. It's so nice today. Why was I doing it? What is it, Lulu? This is my donkey. Hold on, Boo. Is that yummy? They love carrots. Come here, Luca. Hi, Lulu. Hi, Lulu. Hi. That's Thunder chewing. Hi, Lulu. Hi, Luca. Here's my little pony who bites. Ponies are mean mother suckers. Thunder. Hey, Luca. Stop, Thunder. Look at Thunder. Look at them. Hi, Lulu. She was wild when I got her. Oh, Luca. So Luca's an Appaloosa. He's polka dotted, and he's getting more polka dotty as he's getting older. I got him at 7 months. He was a little baby. Hey, stop, Thunder. Look at Thunder's eye. Look at that pretty eye. Let me see that pretty eye. Let me see. Wait a minute. There's my RV. There's my truck that I built. Did a build out, a restoration of it, but it took me a month and a half. But what? I've just got one brown eye, one blue eye. Oh, they play. Oh yeah, they play. They play a lot together, especially this little one. So the little one, he's still, what is he now? Look, you're like 10 months now. He loves to play. He's got one eye. This little horse would have died if I didn't rescue him. He started developing a bone disease called navicular because the guy who had him didn't take care of him. And Lulu was wild. She wouldn't even let me touch her at first. She still gets a little skittish. Boop. Okay. There you go. Hold on, Thunder. Let me give one to Lulu. There you go. Okay, one more. There you go. There you go. The little one tried to bite Thunder. Come on. Come on, baby. Come here, big boy. So you guys, you see it's really dry here. I cannot wait. The weather's actually really nice right now. You want to follow me around, boo-boo? I can't wait for us to move to Tennessee. What? Oh! Can I have a kiss? Mommy kiss? Dirty nostril. Come on, baby. Okay? Yeah, good boy. Oh! Oh, you're such a good boy. Mwah! Oh, yeah. This horse, when I came back from Tennessee, he ran. I went, and you hear, and he was running, because there's 30 acres back there, and he was running to, what is it? You're just a cute boy. Yeah, so he's my baby. I love this horse to death. He's the most gentle horse. You know, you can play bongos on his butt. People are like, they're afraid to stand behind him. I'm like, no. Thunder is a special kind of sweet horse. Huh, boo boo. Come here. Come on. Oh, yeah. Give mommy a kiss? Mommy kiss? Kiss mommy. Mwah. Yeah. Okay, good. So Thunder was an abused horse when I got him. They treated this horse so bad. Oh my God. I mean, and the thing is, the guy who sold him to me illegally. He was owned by this woman, and they used to beat the crap out of him. And he was in the neighborhood they called him that mother flucking horse because he oh Boba, I love you. Because he would buck people off. He was not rideable, and he was not rideable. This guy, and he's very sensitive. He's a kind of horse who needs love. Come on. Come on. You want to follow me? Yeah. So right here are the cows. Right there. Yep. There's the stud with his horns. And they've made a ton of little babies. There's 3 new babies over there. There's a baby. And there's just nothing like horses. Oh my God, Thunder, I was just showing my 14-year-old horse, loving daughter, your last life. Oh, Thunder. Aw. Let me flip him around. Huh, boo-boo. So, some fun facts about Thunder. He had cancer when I got him. So he would have been dead within 3 months. That cancer would have grown into his brain. So his eye, but poor guy's like, there's no grass. He's like, please give me some grass. And hope. Okay. So on this eye, you see it's very irritated. That was a cancer eye because it's pink. People always think it's the blue eye, but the black eye, the blue eye has black eyeliner around it. And you gonna lick mommy? Yeah. Okay. So I mean, I'm from Hollywood, you guys. Like, what am I doing with a horse? But I wanted a lifestyle where I was outside all the time. And then I didn't know that I would meet him, rescue him. The junkie sold him to me illegally. And then I was walking him down the street like this. I was just walking him. This is in California. And this woman goes, hey, that's my horse. I was like, not anymore. Huh. I was like, how could you leave him with that Daryl guy? She's like, I know. I didn't know that he was abusing him. I was like, I never even seen you before. My Thunder was abused for months before I bought him. Huh. No, blah. Anyway. So he's a very, very sweet horse. He'll just follow me everywhere. Yeah, he's such an amazing horse. So you guys can see, like, everything that I've done. I didn't come to Texas for me. Well, a little bit, but mostly for him. I didn't get the little ones. Actually, I didn't buy Lulu. They gave her to me. I didn't get the other ones as rescues for myself. I got them for him so he would never be alone. So when I moved to my property, he will have babies that he already knows, and little ones are easy to take care of. That's why I got the little ones. Look at him. So yeah, he's just a special horse. He's very sweet. Like when he's stressed, he won't like run over you. Some horses, when they have a panic attack, they'll legit try to hurt you without trying. Like, they don't mean, because he's so big. He's a big mother sucker. I think he's gonna go poop. Yeah, I think he's gonna poop. Oh yeah, he definitely loves me. And Thunder is so smart. He finds the same spot to poop. Like, he's so clean. This horse, look at him. He's pooping. He always poops in the same spot. He does not like to step on his own poop. And it was like that in California as well. Like, he was in a stall, and then he would poop in the corner, and the other owners would be like, who had horses, would say, God, I wish my horse did that. Huh, boo-boo? You wanna follow me? Look at him. So these horses over here, they're not like Thunder. People are like, oh, all horses have like silly personalities. I'm like, no, they don't. So horses don't like to be touched. So if I touch him, he'll put his head away, whereas I can go grab Thunder like this. Hey, boo boo. Oh my goodness! Although he's used to me, but still there are people who have got horses and the horses don't like that. Huh. Little Roman nose. You got a Roman nose. He's a quarter horse. What, dude? So Thunder is bumping my arm because he doesn't like that I'm talking to the horse. How you put daddy? Love you, daddy. I love you. All right, guys, I'm being a dork now. I'm losing my audience. Thank you for joining today's live. Don't forget to check out Let's Get Checked. I will put in a link below, and tomorrow I think I will do a video actually explaining what tests you need. If you want to do reproductive hormonal panel, if you want to do a gut test, or if you want to do thyroid testing. They also do full panels, which should be done 6 weeks apart twice. I think they do A1C2, not insulin. Thank you for, some people can't stand that I show my horse. Sorry for the wind, you guys. I know it's getting hard to hear, but it's the reason why I came to Texas. It's the reason why I'm going to Tennessee, because of him. It's him. Like, he's the golden baby. He's a good boy. His eye is so red. I think he's got allergies right now, too. He gets sunburned very easy too. You guys can see when he's in the sun. So I need to get to a place that has shade that he can stand under. And real quick, that's my new truck. But I'm going to do a reveal on the truck later. I worked on that truck for a month and a half. Everything. Stripped the paint, painted the interior, rims, dash, you name it. New seats, new, like everything. Because I needed a truck. And when I got here, Thunder got sick, he almost died, and I had no truck and I had no horse trailer, and I couldn't get him to a hospital, and so that will never happen again. That will never happen. Okay, guys, now I'm just being stupid. Thank you, people, for donating to the super chat, and I will go more into hormones and hot flashes, and if you have hot flashes, watch your electrolytes. If you have hot flashes, watch your xenoestrogens coming in. If you have hot flashes, please work out and protect your adrenals, because your adrenals are creating the flashing. That's where they're coming from. You gotta watch out for these damn red ants too. Fire ants. Dude, really? That's what people are like. Your horse is, you can't let a horse, you gotta be aggressive to that horse. Like, he's getting pissed. He's like, get away from my mom. That's mine, she's mine. And horses are like that. They get very territorial over their owner. But he is such a wuss. That horse would kill him. All right, guys. Every time I write him every day, and I say thank you, boo boo. Look, he's getting mad. He's getting mad. When those ears go back, I'm pissed. Okay, the ears can be relaxation ears, but when they pin really hard back like that, but he's fake. This horse, he doesn't even care. Oh, thank you, mommy. Does Keto for the donation to the super chat. Yeah, I didn't know any people are like, did you ride horses before? And I'm like, not really. Did you own a horse before? And I'm like, not really. So when I got him, people said you can't rescue that horse. He can't be your first horse. That's dangerous. Because he was nervous, you couldn't ride him, he would buck people off. And I was like, but I love him. Now he's great. Huh, boo boo. Baby husband. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for today's live stream. I will go more into pre and post menopause I got distracted by my fur babies. So have an amazing day. If you guys need a consultation, go to stephanieperson.com. And here comes the man who saved me, brought me on this property. This has been an incredible experience, but I'm going to get out. And I'm out. Energy. Stephanie Ketogenic from Instagram. Stephanie, the business person, from my Facebook fan page. My website is stephanieperson.com if you want to sign up for the course. From Hollywood. Thank you.